Hi, this is Barry here, and you're very welcome to today's podcast episode from WriteCome.com. And today we're going to have a look at the Ben Settle way of selling books. Now, if you don't know who Ben Settle is, a Google search will give you plenty of information to find out about him. But Ben himself would call himself an anti-professional, he would call himself a novelist, he would call himself an email marketer, but he's probably known best as being a well-regarded copywriter. Now, recently, Ben has written a couple of novels, but he's also released a couple of Kindle books, and the latest one he's released is called The Supervillains of Persuasion, which I bought a copy of myself and is a really good read, and I highly recommend you pick up a copy of it. But other than that, when it came to selling this book or promoting this book, Ben is, as I said earlier, he is an email specialist, and what separates Ben from all the other people who email is that Ben is someone who emails his list daily, sometimes not even just once a day. I've often been on his list where he had promotions coming up and he emailed me 10 times on the final day of the promotion. So he's not afraid of emailing people, and although compared to other people who email you, Ben always has, something entertaining, he's got some good information, or, you come away from his emails, either with a chuckle or you learn something, compared to other people who just use emails kind of as a booty call, they send it out when they're looking for money, and you never hear tell of them until the next time they've got something else out. But anyway, getting back to Ben's promotion of his book, The Supervillains of Persuasion, Ben done a promotion on his email list where he wanted to give his book a kind of a hit the ground running, or give it a bit of a kickstart in the rankings. So what he did was he gave away some bonuses to go with the book. And what he did was anybody who bought a book, I think it was within a 3-day window, would pick up 33 videos as a bonus content to go with the book. Now, the videos aren't related to the book, they could be sold separately. Some of the information probably does cross over to what is in the book, but again, 33 videos is an amazing bonus to get away. If you consider somebody who's selling a Kindle book for $3 or $4, and you've got someone else on the other hand who's selling a Kindle book and they're giving away 33 videos as a bonus, I'm sure I don't have to tell you, which one would you go to? Of course you'd snap up the one with the 33 videos as a bonus. Now you're probably thinking, well, that's okay for Ben Settle, he's an internet marketer, he's got all this sales and marketing material, who am I? This is my first book or whatever, and, there's no way I could do something like that. But the best part is, Ben is someone who, he doesn't go for all the bells and whistles. He would rather, create a video, just simply with his iPhone, speaking to the camera, rather than somebody who you may have seen before, some of these kind of gurus maybe who hire these drones and have all these kind of Hollywood style videos. Ben doesn't go in for that. And that's what the 33 videos actually was. It was Ben walking his dog, speaking to the camera for about 3 or 4 minutes about different topics. And what he did was he, uploaded them all to YouTube, put them on a private playlist, and then once you bought the book, then he gave you the information of where to find the playlist, and you could avail of all the videos there. And, there's no reason why you can't do that as well too. There's no reason why you can't create a couple of videos just as Ben's done. Like, he always says, the best time to create content is when you don't need it. So every day, in my own case, I'm always walking somewhere with my dog, and, there's nothing stopping me taking out my Kindle Fire, or if you had an iPhone or whatever it is, some device that has a camera on it, and there's nothing stopping you speaking to that camera and, teaching something in 2 or 3 minutes in a short video, some tip that you've learned, depending on the topic that you're selling your book on, whether it's weight loss or non-fiction or even fiction books and something like that. There's no reason why you can't, create a couple of videos where you're speaking to the reader, where you're, giving more information about how the characters came about, how you came up with that twist at the end of the book, or, information about the next prequel or sequels or whatever it is. And again, just create a collection of videos, because, again, as I said earlier, faced with the choice of buying a book that's a couple of dollars and, one has, numerous videos going with it as free bonus content compared to the other one, I'm sure you can see that it's, it's an easy thing to do. Again, it's very, very simple to do. Just take out your iPhone, take out your Kindle Fire or whatever device you have, even if you've only got a laptop, there's no reason why you can't sit in front of a laptop for 2 or 3 minutes and record something, speaking to camera. Again, even too, if you're a little bit on the shy side and you don't want to, look into the camera, there's no reason why you can't do maybe a screen capture thing, or just set up a couple of slides, on Google Docs or something like that, and speak about the information on it. You don't have to create like a 30 or 40 minute slideshow, just a simple kind of, 2 or 3 minute videos. Now, the most important thing, and I highly recommend that you pay attention to this fact, is when Ben was, when he was given the bonus content, he actually did a list of the 33 videos that he was giving away, and each video had an amazing title. Now, compared to maybe somebody who, if I was maybe thinking maybe that I had maybe a diet book and I was thinking of doing maybe a series of books on diet, and like, you wouldn't use a headline like the top 10 ways to lose weight or something like that, because a Google search, there's so many articles on Google that have that kind of headline. What you need is some kind of zinger that'll kind of step out. For example, here, if I just read through some of the headlines that Ben gave as the headlines for his videos, again, because Ben is a highly rated copywriter, he has a great skill with words and bullet points. So rather than actually looking at your headlines as headlines, think of what would be a good bullet point on a sales letter that I could use. So that kind of how could I turn it to you to convince somebody to to download my bonuses, because the better the title, the more convincing it's going to be for somebody to download the bonuses. So, for example, here are some of the titles that Ben gave away on the videos. Now, the money intoxicating lesson of the $50 shot of tequila. Why always seeking advanced training is foolish. A secret way to build wealth with a secret way to build wealth with your low attention span. And the Trump secret never told. Now, I'm sure when you're listening to those titles, you're probably, you're probably intrigued, you're probably curious, you're probably wondering what information is he giving away in those videos. And that is what you need to do with the videos that you're creating. Now, you don't want to lie to the viewer. You don't want them to go through the video and then say, well, that title doesn't relate to what he's giving away. So don't mislead your buyers by doing something like that. But, try and think of those titles as bullet points, like in a sales letter. How can you make them curious? How can they make them, probably want to get the videos more than they actually do the book? And if you do that, you're going to find that you're going to make more book sales. And it's so easy to do. There's no reason why you can't do it. Now, I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode. If you did, you'll probably love all the content we have over on the WriteCome site. Now, to find that, if you just type in WriteCome.com, you'll find all the content over there. So as always, thanks for your time with me today, and take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.